Hey y'all. It's pretty late, so bear with me. Um, I just wanted to get my thoughts out. I mean, I have some notes because I tend to go on rants and lose my train of thought. I'm not really sure why I do that, but it's fine. Hope everyone's doing okay. Today I wanted to talk about something that I genuinely think is important. Something that is affecting all of us, or at least the main majority, and that is it's a couple points to this, a collective weirdness that's happening that we all sort of subtly are realizing something's off, but we just don't really know it. But it's all like a collective, like, whoa, like something's off, like I've been seeing it from a lot of people, random people. People just feel the energy in the air, in the world, and we're all sensing the same thing when we don't necessarily have the words or the knowledge to put our finger on what we're feeling, but we know that something is actually off. And here's what I think is off. Here's what I put my finger on. So I think that so AI, I hate that I have to keep talking about AI, but it's what is turning into, our world is AI. This is what is happening now, and unfortunately it's what I have to talk about, current events, because you know what, this is a little side note here. I personally think independent media is a really good source because you're listening to individual thought and not, the media where that thought was, scripted. Like that thought is not that person's actual thought. Like the news is very much not exactly real. It's very fabricated, you could say, but independent news media is very good, has a lot of independent, free thinking thought. So I just wanted to say that little side note. Yeah, stay informed, people. So the thing with AI constantly being like on our devices, like more and more frequently, is the fact that, this is being integrated into our lives, whatever. I could talk about that, but that's not my main point. My point is going back to before of people feeling weird and, AI. It's not just, people feel weird about AI. It's the actual underlying psychological effects behind the AI. And here's what it is. Our feeds, right? It's constantly on our feeds. We're getting fake AI images, and we're like, what's real? Like, is this real? Like, this doesn't seem real. Kittens on a trampoline, whatever. Random stuff that they think, that we think is almost real, and actually convince millions that it is real for a certain amount of time until they realize that it's not. Or even if they might not even realize ever. Just think it's fake. But the thing is, with all of this fake AI content increasingly on our phones, right? It makes us question what's real and what's fake. And that's the AI technology making us question that. Now, did the creators of this technology anticipate for when they released this technology that as a society it would make us question just about everything around us? Because that's what it did. It's making us now question everything, because we now have this AI content that's feeding us fake content, and now we're like, okay, what's real, what's fake? And it's making us dive deeper, and it's making us question. And I don't know if that's necessarily what they anticipated with this technology. It's making us more observant and actually pay attention more than we ever did in the past. Was this a stupid overlook or a very confusing play? Like, were they doing this on purpose or was it an accident? And why would they want us to question everything, you know? They are forcing us to do it. So I don't know why they would be. It's just a lot of questions that I have for this particular idea. I mean, why? Just a lot of whys. I don't know if they did this on purpose. You know, I feel like that's the biggest question to me on, did they do this on purpose? And, you know, I don't think they did it on purpose. I think that they kind of released this technology with not really, they tested, you know, the technology itself, but not how people would respond to the technology. Now, like, we're the guinea pigs. We're responding to the technology, you know? Like, they can, you know, run a AI, you know, through a million labs and not have the, you know, or they think that it's, you know, good to go out in the world. And then it actually goes and it interacts with a person, and now a person has that, you know, psychological, underlying psychological effects from now interacting with an AI. I just feel like the cases and the scenarios and the things that I've heard, they really didn't anticipate for the fact that a real human being would be and can be interacting with this technology for as much as they want. If they pay, it's basically pay to play. You know, if you can pay the money, you can interact with an AI bot for 24/7. You know, constant. I just think that we, again, like always, need to question everything. We need to understand what's going on, and we need to question it, make our own personal observations, and go from there. Because we can only trust ourselves. So, there you go. There you have it. I do appreciate you listening to my voice for a little bit of time. And I hope you all have a good day or night whenever y'all listening to this. And peace out.